Hey, it's your boy Victor, and thank you so much for tuning in. Just come here to let you know that injuries are part of dance. You can kind of prevent those injuries sometimes, so I'm going to discuss that. So a bit about my background is I kind of injured one Achilles, and then a couple months later I injured the other Achilles. And the way it happened was I stomped with my heel, the impact came up my Achilles tendon, kind of ruptured it, but it was not completely ruptured. Then I was kind of putting my weight on this leg and moving day to day. Because of that amount of weight, I kind of put more weight on this Achilles, and both legs were out of action. So when I say when we dance, we've got to do it safely. So a couple of tips I'm going to give you is before class, always stretch. Stretching is making your muscles expand and going to tension. So the common kind of stretches, this kind of stretch, calf stretch, quad stretch, back stretch, doing a twist. So you always work your muscles and major muscles, shoulders, hips, ankles, head. Kind of keep your body warmed up. Always do this before class. It's going to help you to get less injuries, because the moment you try to move and you do move really quickly and your body is not used to it, it's not warmed up, you're going to get injured. So stretch, most important. Second one, when we do warm up, it's not for shits and giggles, it is to warm your body up so you can execute the moves later that we do more efficiently. So if we're going to do a warm up, this may look boring, but you want to do it full intensity. Give it more energy and kind of give it more power. This kind of move. Always give it more extension. Don't do this. Unless I do this, then don't do that. So you want to keep your moves big, long, powerful, and you want to, at the end of the warm-up, you want to feel like you're out of breath a bit. So this kind of keep moving, and if possible, always when you do footwork in the warm-up, move your arms as well, because it's going to increase your heart rate, it's going to keep your blood pumping, it's going to make you burn oxygen in your body, it's going to make you feel like you're tired. Whereas if you do like a little movement like this, and you're looking at your nails, and you're looking at the clock and just waiting for the time to pass, that's going to make you get injuries because you're not warming up your body. So the second tip is warm up efficiently and effectively. Third one is posture. So when I say posture, it's the way you hold your body on the ground. So you want to keep your toes up, slightly off the ground, bend the knees, and keep that kind of soft bounce. So if I turn the other way, soft knees, like slight bend in your knees, toes on the ground, heels off the ground. And kind of lock your core in, up and in. Especially if you're doing twisty movements, cross body movements, you want to tighten that core up, lock it in. That will stabilize your back muscles and your front muscles, and that will protect your spine. The third thing is do not stomp. Whatever you do with your heels, unless you're doing a light tap. So do not bang, because that impact from your heel will go up to your Achilles, up to your calf, and it will cause Achilles injuries. Achilles injuries take a year to recover, and you need physiotherapy. So trust me, it's not worth rupturing your Achilles. Just, if you ever have to touch the ground with your heel, just lightly tap, and always keep your weight on the back foot. So this is very light. So always think about weight shifting when you're doing heel movements. Keep it back. All right, so covered Achilles. In Zumba, we kind of start from like base, intermediate, high level. So our base will be like footwork. Then we add our movements, stylistic. Then we can add groove. But when you start a song, the reason why we do base movements is one, we want to get your muscle memory going. If you do stuff that, if we started off like this, your brain is going to say, what the fuck is that? It's not trained to do that. It's trained to progress movements. So footwork, arm work, groove. We add layer by layer by layer. So do not try to do the moves full on unless you know how to do the moves. If you've done the class before and you remember the instructor did that, okay, you can express yourself doing that. But if you don't know how the instructor's teaching, then do not try to go full out, because when your body moves, and you can cause an injury by sudden movements that your body is not used to. And if your body's not used to it, you're going to fall down, you're going to injure yourself, you're going to slip. So always get your muscle memory going. So understand, I've got to move in time, I've got to move my muscles and my body part this way, then I can add more funky kind of flavor. So always think progression of movement is gradual, but it's going to help you to not get injuries, because your body's going to get used to the move. You can handle that move, you can add more complexity. Last point is listen to your body, because for me, the older we get, it's harder to move. We can't do bouncy kind of move. We've got to warm up our body. We've got to listen to our body. If our body says, ow, that hurt, got to immediately take that move down, because our body is not used to it. And you can cause injury. Pain is number one indicator of injury. That it will tell us, if you do this beyond your pain level, you're going to cause an injury, because you're going to break something, you're going to rupture something. So always listen to your body. If your body can't do jumping movements, keep it down on the ground. It's safer to do this than that kind of movement. So keep your weight grounded if you're not used to it. Lock in your core and your spine muscles to stabilize your inner muscles. That's going to help you. If the move looks too hard for you, you can always substitute something more easy. So example, like if the instructor did 2 counts, spin, spin, that's quite a complex movement. So we can go 2 steps, tap, tap, 2 steps, tap, tap. We don't need to go 2 steps, spin, spin. But you can, if your body is used to it, if you're young, you enjoy moving that way, by means, express yourself that way. But people like me getting older, listen to our body. If it feels like it isn't right, always change the move to something simpler. So those are my tips on injury prevention. Hope you like it. I'm going to show you the slide, take a screenshot, and one more point is weight shifting. Weight shifting is important for reducing injury, especially if you've got carpet and we're doing this twisty movement. You don't want to keep your foot flat on the carpet like this and twist, because you're going to lock your knee. The knee is not designed to move side to side, it's only designed to move front and back. So the safest way of doing it is weight shift on this leg, lift your heel off, put your toe on the ground, and then flick that way. All your weight should be on this leg. You should be able to do this on one leg without putting any pressure on your other leg. So I hope that helps. We covered stretching, warming up efficiently, posture, using your core. Do not stomp with your heels. Kind of work towards doing movement at an easy level and then progress to medium, hard, so your body gets used to the muscle memory, and listen to your body. Substitute with a simpler movement. So here we go. That is the slide. Peace.